It is his karam, his destiny, says Mukesh's grandmother, who has watched her own husband grow blind with the dust from polishing the glass of bangles. Can a God given lineage ever be broken? She implies, born in the caste of bangle makers, they have seen nothing but bangles in the house, in the yard, in every other house, every other yard, every street in Firozabad. So, grandmother of Mukesh, who is very much present in that small house, says that bangle making was their lineage. They could not think of anything else except to be in this industry. And also, we come to know that her husband long back had lost his eyesight because of bangle making. Spirals of bangles, sunny gold, paddy green, royal blue, pink, purple, every color born out of the seven colors of the rainbow lie in the mounds in unkept yards, are piled on four-wheelers, handcrafts, pushed by young men along the narrow lane of the shanty town. So, very beautifully, Anees Jung has described that in Firozabad, we can see bangles everywhere. In four-wheeler, people working in bangle industry, bangles being spread everywhere like rainbow of different colors, and in dark hutments next to lines of flames of flickering oil lamps sit boys and girls with their fathers and mothers welding pieces of colored glass into the circles of bangles. Their eyes are more adjusted to the dark than to the light outside. Now, this is the pathetic condition of the children who are forced to work in this bangle making industry, and later on their eyes just refuse to adjust itself with the day's sunlight. They get more accustomed to the darkness of the dingy cells where they work day and night. That is why they often end up losing their eyesight before they become adults. And this is really a very sad event where many children lose their eyesight because of working day and night in this bangle making industry in the dingy, small smelling cells without proper sunlight and in front of hot furnaces. Savita, now another girl introduced. Savita, a young girl in a drab pink dress, sits alongside an elderly woman soldering pieces of glass. Now, this is about another girl, Savita, in pink dress, and she is sitting with some elderly woman and she is soldering pieces of glass. As her hand moves mechanically like the tongs of a machine, I wonder if she knows the sanctity of bangles. Bangles are very auspicious in our Indian tradition. She helps make. Bangles symbolize an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped with a red veil, her hands dyed red with henna, and red bangles rolled into her wrists. She will then become a bride, like the old woman beside her who became one many years ago. She still has bangles on her wrist but no light in her eyes. So, this is an ironical statement where Anees Jung introduces a new character named Savita, who is a very small girl, young girl, and who works in bangle industry, and she says that presently she makes bangles but she does not know their importance. She will realize the importance of bangles, their auspiciousness, their importance once she gets married, and after that she will be like the elderly woman who is sitting beside her, will be wearing those colorful bangles, but she won't be having eyesight, she won't be having the sight in her eyes. एक वक्त शेर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया, she says in a voice drained of joy. And the elderly woman says that they could not get a square meal a day. So they are so poor. She has not enjoyed even one full meal in her entire lifetime. That's what she has reaped. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, says, I know nothing except bangles. All I have done is to make a house for the family to live in. So, the condition of these people who dwell in the slum areas of Firozabad, who are employed in bangle making industry, is very very poor. They are poverty stricken because they do not know anything except to make bangles, and they have wasted their whole life, eyesight, health in it. But still, they are not able to have a proper meal a day. They are not able to send their children to schools. They are not able to do anything in their lives except for making a house. Hearing him, one wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. He has a roof over his head. The cry of not having money to do anything except carry on the business of making bangles, not even enough to eat, rings in every home. And this was not the situation of only this elderly woman. It is very much prevalent in every house of the slum area where the dwellers, where the inhabitants remain empty stomach and they waste their whole life working in bangle making industry. The young men echo the lament of their elders. Little has moved with time, nothing changed with time. It seems in Firozabad, years of mind numbing toil have killed all initiative and the ability to dream. It is very true. Beautifully, Anis Jung has told one thing to us, that if we stop dreaming in our lives, we cannot achieve anything. These people have accustomed themselves, adjusted themselves to the poverty of the bangle making industry, so much so that they have stopped themselves to dream further, or now they don't have strength to break the cords from bangle making industry, though throughout their lives they haven't achieved anything.